You're listening to the legendary podcaster, the one, the only, T-Jam D. Your personal favorite, and the show you've been waiting for. Probably Offensive.
Welcome to Probably Offensive, another award-winning episode of our podcast. My man T Crow is in the house tonight. Holla at the listeners, T Crow.
Hey, what's good, people? Glad to have you on this nice, balmy, sunny Sunday evening. You know it's storming like hell out there, but it's always sunny in my mind. What's good?
But we haven't been back on Probably Offensive, and sometimes we skip all the podcasts altogether because we are working men.
But like I say, if they all would come together, hit that like and subscribe, and get us on there, we won't have to do that. We'll give them all the podcasts they need.
I don't have mine hooked up to where you can hit like and subscribe yet, so don't worry about hitting like and subscribe until we get to Wednesday night, I think, when we're on.
They still can hit like and subscribe if they go to Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, yeah.
Okay.
Spotify, Spreaker, all the above. They can still hit like and subscribe.
All right. Well, you guys go ahead and do that, and everything will be good.
Everything will be great.
So, I want to start out because there was a couple of deaths. I don't even know if people would know these people who died. The Iron Sheik, the wrestler.
Yeah, I saw that, man. He used to do those big iron Iranian dumbbells.
Yeah.
And, man, those things were hard to do.
Yeah.
Not too many people in the world could do those things. He used to do them. But he was really really Iranian?
I don't know. I'm not sure if that was a gag.
Yeah, I don't know either, but I saw that he passed away. He was, 78?
I'm not sure.
Ernie Shavers passed away, the boxer.
Yeah.
He passed away.
Ernie Shavers. See, a lot of people wouldn't know who this is because
bald head boxer that he fought Ali, gave Ali a tough fight. He knocked down Larry Holmes once or twice in their epic battle. Larry Holmes went on to stop him. Ernie Shavers was known as one of the hardest hitting heavyweights in history. Yeah, oh yeah.
Ernie Shavers.
Ernie Shavers, yep.
Ernie Shavers?
Yeah, and he had a bald head, so I wondered if he used his shavers to shave that bald head. But man, he rested in peace.
Okay. Who else was it? Pat Robertson, the preacher. That dude was like 90.
Okay.
Something.
Okay. I didn't see that.
Yeah.
But I'm glad. Because people out there, these TV evangelists, right?
Yeah.
He was one of those. And he lived to be 90. And ever since Oral Roberts did that thing, and ever since these other preachers did this thing about where if you don't send me this much money, I'm going to die.
Right. Yeah.
Come on, man. Listen.
Is Pat Robertson one of those people?
Yes, he's one of those evangelists, right?
Okay.
So I'm not going to sit there and denigrate these people's religions because, hey, you go with what you know, right?
But that's shady, though.
What I've learned is that they're salesmen.
Yeah.
These priests that do this TV evangelists are salesmen. They're selling the service.
Yeah.
And they're reaping in big, big, big money. T.D. Jakes, that one dude who, whatever, I don't give you the name of them all, but people know who I'm talking about. These guys here, they reaping all this big money.
Mm-hmm.
These great big churches that are like auditoriums, coliseums.
Yeah.
Man, listen, when he preached to them, he stood on a little stoop, rock, stone, whatever, and he just talked. Mm-hmm. These people taking it to another level. And I'm not mad at that.
Yeah,
because you know why?
If you're telling people, if you don't send me this much money, I'm going to die.
Well, here's the thing. That's why I said they're selling a service. And I'm not mad at the evangelists because they done found a niche. They got to deal with God whenever, who knows if they even believe in God.
Right.
They're selling it to you. But they got to deal with God when they get there. But I'm not mad at them for, hey, look, you know what? Let's get on TV and sell this. I'm mad at the people. Because it's the people who are buying it. I can't get mad at people, but because, like they say, most of us are sheep. We follow the leader. Man, listen. Those people on 75 that got the great big Jesus, they do the same thing.
Beg for money?
No, they got a horse farm. They own Trader's World. They own everything. And they got a big Jesus Christ sitting in front of their church and getting people for their dough. And can you be mad at them?
No, I'm not mad at them. But if you're begging people and saying that you're going to die, to me that's taking it a little bit too far.
Yes, well, what he said was, I need. If I'm not mistaken, it wasn't Oral Roberts. Was it Oral Roberts?
Yeah,
Oral Roberts, right? He needed all this money. He said, if I don't get this money generated, it was like $30 million.
yeah.
And this was back in like, what, 89, 90?
Right.
With $30 million was $30 million.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. It's a lot of money today, but it was really a lot of money then.
Right.
And he said, if I don't get that money, God's going to bring me home.
Mm-hmm.
So you mean to tell me, whatever religion they are, Christian of some sort, that you believe in sacrifice. See, that's witchcraft.
And Oral Roberts has built a university that it's even accredited and part of the NCAA.
Exactly.
So, yeah, we know what he done with his money. You know what I'm saying? He invested it and got richer before he died.
Yeah.
Of natural causes, I do believe, right?
He was old, yeah.
He was pretty old, so people can't expect to not die if you 80 and 90 years old. So, condolences. Pat Robertson also said something stupid. Before I give this condolences, he used to say that he could squat 2,000 pounds. I don't know why.
Huh?
Pat Robertson, the skinny little white man preacher, would say that he could squat 2,000 pounds.
Well, that's part of the religion. That's part of the sell.
It's a lie.
With Jesus and God with your back, anything's.
Yeah.
You know, the Philippians 4:13, I do believe.
Yeah.
I can do all things as possible through Jesus Christ, or whatever, however that goes.
Right.
And that's probably what he was referring to. But
he actually
I like to see somebody put 400 pounds on his back.
And he actually said that he could squat 2,000 pounds. 2,000.
Yeah, 2,000.
I said, you got to be kidding me. Wait,
that's a metric ton. That's a ton.
Yeah, a car.
That's a ton.
You know what I'm saying?
Small cars are 2,000 pounds, but that's a ton. 2,000 pounds is 2,000 pounds.
Yeah. There's no way.
Yeah.
He had this video that he had online where he had the bar and then he had spotters on both sides, and he only lifted it like half an inch and then put it back down. And I said, that ain't no.
How many pounds was it?
He said he had 2,000 on there, but he just barely moved it. And he didn't take it.
That would 2,000 pounds would crush his spine.
Yeah, he didn't take it down at all.
Right.
Yeah. I'm saying, but and all kind of padding and everything.
Yeah, it crushed his spine.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I can lift 2,000 pounds. No, you can't.
No, you
Shut
can't.
up.
But
Anyway, condolences to the Iron Sheik and Ernie Shavers.
people don't remember the Iron Sheik from Tehran, Iran, USA.
To the friends and family.
He used to go against what was his name? Not Sergeant Slaughter, but it's on the tip of my tongue.
I don't know.
That tip of my tongue.
But he was in the
Yeah.
WWF
Yeah.
when we were kids.
Yeah. He's the one that he used to put you in the camel clutch till you tap out. And he had Hulk Hogan in the camel clutch. And my little brother Chad started crying because he thought Hulk Hogan wasn't going to win the belt.
Wait a minute, you got a little brother?
He's my little brother Chaz, but everybody thought he was my cousin, but he lived with us like my mom, so he's my brother, you know what I mean?
Oh.
But he started crying because Hulk Hogan got put in the camel clutch. And Chaz, if you watch it, you know what I'm talking
Yeah, Hulk Hogan was his man.
about.
Right?
Okay,
This was his
man.
guy.
He do his push-ups, man. He had his well, you know, Mean Gene, you got to eat your Hulkamaniac vitamins. He did all that, man.
I seen this interview with Hulk Hogan not too long ago, and he was like so surprised how far The Rock had gone as far as an actor. I was like, why you so? Because he thought he was going to be go the furthest as a wrestler.
No. He don't have the charisma that The Rock has.
Right. He was talking to Howard Stern, and he was like, "Yeah, The Rock, he took it to a new level. I'm surprised that he's so big." I'm like, "Why? He's better than you." I mean,
he's more sellable.
Yeah, he's a better. I mean,
his roles that he plays fit him.
He's not just a wrestler.
No,
he's an entertainer. You know what I'm saying? So,
Hulk Hogan tried acting.
Ego.
You know, Hulk Hogan tried acting.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. He got threw out of the ring by Rocky.
Well, that's what he wasn't acting. That's when he was Thunderlips.
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 What kind of nickname is that?
Thunderlips. Well, that could go both ways. We're not going to go there right now because where your mind's going, I already know where you're ready to take this.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, you do.
I'm just saying,
Hey,
Thunder Lips is a funny name. It's easy for people to make fun of you if you have nicknamed yourself Thunder Lips.
Well,
especially if you have any sizable lips at all. You know what I'm saying? you know,
Thunder Lips, man. Listen, they can go for two things. Like if you're a woman,
yes. See, that's where your mind is going.
See, you led me there.
I see where your mind is going.
I'm not taking the bait, so I'm going to. You know what? I'm going to jump over the trap.
Oh, you go right to thinking about a woman's cooch.
No. I'm talking about her mouth.
Okay. You're talking about her mouth.
See. So you're going to, and it could go to the other parts too.
Okay. All
she
right.
can have Thunder Lips in two areas, but anyway.
Okay.
Thunder Lips to me would be like, damn. Hey, you go to this. You can go to what they call a brothel.
Yeah.
Hey man, listen to the menu.
A brothel?
Yeah, you start looking at the names and who you want, picking. What's her name?
A brothel?
Yeah, you know what a brothel is, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we call it brothel.
I never been to one before.
No.
Okay.
Me either. But anyway, we're gonna say
That's how it goes.
Listen, I like to speak in hyperbole, man. Let's hypothetically speak.
Okay.
Okay, so you go to the brothel here. You just ruined the joke.
Okay.
You got Desiree. You got Diamond.
Yeah.
Thunder Lips.
Thunder Lips.
Well, hell's bells. Let's go with Thunder Lips.
So you don't think if you're at the brothel and you see Thunder Lips that most people are going to be thinking that's talking about her vag?
I think they would think it's talking about all her lips,
but not
because you know what?
Thunder Lips, like she's got a lot of power in her lips or something.
Listen, it's intriguing.
Okay,
and you're gonna pay the money to go find out.
Oh yeah, because her name is Thunder Lips.
Hey man, whatever you can market to catch people.
That's what you do.
That's what you do, man.
So, okay. All right, I'll keep that in mind for the next time I go to the local brothel.
Only thing we have any around here, at least that I know of, that are legal.
Right, a brothel. This town too small for a brothel.
This town too small for anything.
Yeah, usually they have a brothel in a big city where
Vegas
cops got a lot, or Vegas where it's legal. It's legal. Isn't Vegas the only state, or is it
Nevada? Yeah, because they got them in Reno.
In the U.S. where prostitution is legal?
I think it's legal there.
Yes, it is. That's why they're doing it without getting busted.
Yeah, hey, it's the oldest occupation in the world. You know that, right?
That's what I've heard several times.
That's what you heard.
I know that the Messiah was walking around with a prostitute, right?
Yeah, right. If he can do it, why can't I?
You can. I guess you can walk around with a prostitute.
They call me a pimp.
What if you're not pimping her? What if you just
I'm not
hanging out with her talking?
Well,
what if you're trying to get her to quit prostituting?
I wouldn't walk around with her to get her to quit.
Well, it's warm outside, so maybe
we might meet at the beach, the reservoir,
and then you'll be walking.
I ain't walking.
You just gonna sit
because see, number one, to get a woman to quit doing something like that, you got to be able to reason, rationalize, and talk to her. Mm-hmm. And so you got to sit down behind a beautiful setting like that, man, and let your mouth and your words flow into her brain. You understand me?
Yeah. Yeah. Smooth talking Crow.
Let's get off that subject, man.
Smooth talker. He gonna talk prostitutes out of the game. That's good.
Yeah, I talk them out of it.
That's good.
And I can talk them back. Never mind. Talk them back into it too. You understand me?
Oh yeah.
As long as they bring me the money.
Oh. Pimp Daddy from Cincinnati.
Hey, there you
got that Reds hat on, so
yeah,
Cincinnati.
But those are long days ago.
Long days? You stopped pimping?
You ain't trapped me today.
I'm not.
Hey, you be getting me some days. You be getting me. You ain't trapped me today.
This is not a trap. I'm just asking.
Okay, you know but how do we get on this topic?
Because you mentioned the brothel.
Yeah.
And
Thunder Lips, Hogan. We're talking about Hogan being an actor.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, Hogan. You know he was on the show of Walker, Texas Ranger. Also,
Hogan was on that show.
He was there was a boys group, man, that had basketball players, and they were criminals and this, that, and the third. He was part of the youth group to turn the page, and they had bad people coming in there. To make a long story short, Hogan was one of them. Was one of the mentors, and so he had a big role in that show. But you know what? He can't act.
Oh, he's a bad actor?
He's a terrible actor.
Right.
Terrible.
Yeah, so he really shouldn't compare himself to Dwayne Rock
No. He's nowhere in the Rock's class.
Johnson.
Another thing is, once he got on that Rocky set, if people don't see, people can't make comparisons because they don't pay attention. But as a little kid, we watch wrestling, we watch Hogan, we watch Rocky. He tried to become Rocky. And you remember when Rocky was riding the motorcycle, Rocky had all the kids. Mm-hmm. Rocky was just that kind of guy. And Thunderlips Hogan tried to take that over into his wrestling act.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you can only go so far. He went as far as he could go.
Yeah.
As Hulk Hogan. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Wrestling, be it phony, I mean...
You still get dumped.
Predetermined stuntman.
Yeah, you still get thrown around. You still got to pick people up. And you know what, man? If you pay attention to a lot of these old wrestlers, watch how they walk and move.
It's still very popular.
Mm-hmm.
I watched it when I was a kid.
And it's now big. It's big money now. Sports entertainment.
You know what's weird though is some grown men are really into it. And I was working with this guy who was really into it, grown man, and he was like, "This was back when Steve Austin, Stone Cold."
Steve. Remember his name used to be Stunning Steve Austin.
No, I didn't know that.
He used to be Stunning Steve.
Oh,
he had long blonde hair.
He had a move called the Stunner.
Yeah,
but anyway, Steve Austin, Stone Cold. They used to call him.
He changed his whole mantra up.
Yeah, badass. Drinking beer before the match starts, right?
Yeah.
Remember he used to have a beer.
What's up, Mike?
Yeah, this guy used to talk about Stone Cold did this and Stone Cold do that, and I was like, those matches are predetermined, don't you?
Yeah, but they have a plot, they have an outline for them, and a lot of wrestlers get mad.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how they choose a champion. I guess it's popular, but you think about it. Look at Roman Reigns. He's been champ now for like 7-8 years. Look at Ric Flair. Ric Flair was a champ for 20-some, 30 years.
Yeah, back when nobody else was. He was the most popular guy in the sport.
And he was a champ when it blew up. He was a champ till he got old.
All right. Well, you won't believe this, but
it's time for a break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go to a break. And then when we come back, we're going to talk about something else.
Yes, sir.
We'll be right back right after this.
If you're not offended yet, stay tuned for this next segment. Mr. A-Hole and T. Crow. That's so funny. Welcome back to the show.
Welcome back. We're back. Now, since this news is broke about the evil dummy getting indicted, I wanted to ask you what you thought about it.
Well, to me, this is all a big ploy by the powers that be to keep Trump out of office. They don't want Trump back in office.
Yeah, maybe, but there's no law against him being president and being in jail.
No.
So he could be, convicted and still win.
Yeah.
And run the presidency.
They don't want him to run because can you tell what's all right? But like this, I know a lot of you Democrats out there, you guys are seeing and you guys are listening, right? But now you're starting to believe, and you're like, damn, but you don't want to open your mouths. Didn't I warn y'all
about what?
How this shit was going to turn out? How these guys are going to sell us out? The Democrats sold us out.
What do you mean?
Okay, let me ask you a question. I think we've already talked about this. I'm going to come to your door and say, Dover, you vote for me, man. I'm going to get you this. I'm going to get you that.
Right.
I'm going to do all this for you.
Yeah.
And we use this same, here it is right here. I want all you Democrats, here's where we are in the Democrat training round.
Okay.
Everybody remember this. This is what you say when you get on stage. This is what you say when you get a microphone.
Talking points.
To the black community. Say
right.
this. 1965.
Right.
Say this. 1985. Say this.
Right.
2005. Say this.
You got it.
2025. Say this.
All right.
Okay. You know why? Because they ain't gonna never know the difference. They're not gonna know the difference. They're not gonna know if you ever helped them. They just want to hear that you're gonna help them.
Yeah, they know that, but the Republicans don't even have a plan. They just flat out lie and have culture wars.
Hold on a second for that.
Culture wars.
No. The Republicans, they let you know who they are up top.
Right. Straight liars.
And no, the Democrats lie more than the Republicans.
Huh.
Because you know what? The Democrats prey on the weak.
Oh, yeah?
They prey on the weak.
Yeah.
Now, listen. Everyone preys on the weak. Every group, everybody you talk to, they prey on the weak. The Democrats prey on you more. You know why?
Why?
Let me ask you this question, Dover. If a person came to this house right now and said, I'm an asshole, I do this, I do that, I'm a bad dude, and he's letting you know he's a bad dude.
Yeah.
You gotta respect that. He let me know. But what if the dude came up to you and said, oh, I'm gonna do this for you, I'm gonna do that for you, I'm gonna give you this, I'm gonna give you that, but when he walks out of here, he's been shown that he's a terrible, worse dude than the bad dude said. How would you feel? You don't have any respect for that guy that said that, right?
Right.
That's the Democrat.
Yes. But
he's telling you two different things than what he's showing you.
right. So what you're saying is the Democrat's going to lie to you, say he's going to do all this stuff for you, but he's not actually going to do nothing.
Right.
But what I'm saying is you're right about that. I agree with you. That's why I'm not a Democrat. But the Republicans, they're not even going to say that they're going to do that.
Right.
They're going to do something bad that hurts you.
Well, they all do stuff bad to hurt you. like I said before, man, it's like getting two turds on a different plate. This is a cat turd. This is a dog turd. Choose your weapon.
Yeah.
So you gotta look at it like that, man. But I don't think I'm trying to say is you can't trust someone who says there's someone else that's different.
They both liars. I
mean, and with the Democrats,
yeah.
Oh, it's just so much.
Democrats do lie about what they're going to do for you, and they're not going to do anything. Republicans are going to try to take stuff away from you.
No, that's the Democrats. You ever notice in these last 4 years how much freedoms we lost, how much money we've lost?
Yeah.
COVID, everything. You said we can't blame COVID. Sure, you can. Everything has changed under this administration.
That's because of Trump. It's a delayed effect.
Nah,
it's a delayed effect.
Come on, man.
I've been hearing that my whole life.
You know why? You know why they do that?
In the presidency.
You know why they do that?
Yeah. Okay.
It's a scapegoat.
Okay.
You know what? Hey, go like this. Okay, here we go.
Uh-huh.
You're running office right now, right?
Yeah.
I come at you. Man, he fucked all that up. He did all that.
It's a delayed effect.
I don't believe that.
It is.
I don't believe that.
That's the way it is.
No, it's not.
Some of the stuff that.
So, okay, if that was the case, why was Obama so beloved and he came in right after George W?
Listen, because Obama done stuff that was good, and the effect we got when Trump was in office.
No, you felt that effect when Obama was in office. And Obama,
yeah.
So that means when Obama started doing good shit, that was from the effect of George W?
No, it took Obama a while. Obama was there eight years.
Right.
Trump was only 4 years.
Right.
So it took him a while to just clean up.
Like I say.
To clean up Bush's mess. Okay?
Yes. So what I'm telling you is Trump was only in for 4 years ago.
Yeah. And he told me.
And, in the last 2 years, things didn't go bad until Biden got in.
Yeah.
When Trump, the only thing that people was talking about during Trump was race wars. Notice, you don't see any race war going on now. So like I say, so since Trump's been out of office, right? Cops stopped killing blacks?
No.
Okay. This is a question. You don't see anything about that, though, do you?
They don't talk about it as much because you got a lot more mass shootings.
Yeah.
Right now. And then you got this whole political race coming back around. So, that's
during that political race, that was a big turning point.
Yeah.
They were saying Trump's racist. Like I said, I don't care. They're all racist to me. Mm-hmm. None of them are any good.
Oh yeah.
That's why you can't choose a side. I'm not backing one or the other. I'm just saying this motherfucker, this dude, excuse my language, this dude here saying he lets you know he's terrible.
Yeah.
I can respect that. This dude over here, I'm an angel. No, you're not.
Listen, the Republicans is trying to take away Social Security.
It's already gone.
No, it's not. There's a lot of people on Social Security. And not just old people. Old people need it.
Yes.
But also mentally challenged people. They want to take it away because they see how much money the government spends on that. And they thinking, well, I don't need it, so what the do I care?
Yeah, they're not going to be able to take that away. So
But,
I'm not.
but
I'm
they
not-
want to.
That's what the Democrats tell you.
That's
Man,
true.
listen,
They say it. They've said it many times. You hear them saying it. You hear
I
them.
just don't believe in what a Democrat has to tell me. If you've been telling me
No,
something since
the Republicans say it. Mitch
I don't
McConnell
listen,
says
you know
it.
what? I never listened
We
to
spend a
Republicans.
lot of money on.
Yeah. Listen,
So they can't do that.
You know what?
You can't just.
and people get mad at me when I say this, but that's why I'm in favor of a totalitarian system.
A what?
Totalitarian,
Why?
because it'll be better.
You think? Oh my God!
Get somebody like me in there.
Get you? You are not going to be the president. More than likely.
I know.
It's a possibility, but it's so slim. I can't count on it happening. A totalitarian. Totalitarian Terrence.
Yep.
Okay.
Hey man, Democrats do more than lock up black people. There's been more Democrats, man. They're so crooked. You go Kamala Harris, she kills black people.
Kamala.
Kamala kills them.
Well, she wouldn't be if she got the hard, stiff one from me. She wouldn't kill black
That
people.
3 strikes and out, that was Biden. Remember? You know that 3 strikes you're out? That's Biden.
Oh, that's Biden. It's probably Hunter Biden. It's laptop.
I don't know what's on there.
What's the reason for that?
But the crime bill. Kamala, man, like I said, Kamala's the worst.
So let me ask you this. Did you know that Utah, the state of Utah, has just pulled Bibles for middle school?
It's a good thing. I don't want to be known as the Antichrist, but it's a good thing.
Why is that?
It's a book of fables.
Fables?
Mm-hmm.
So you're
King James rewrote that.
You're atheist?
No, I'm not atheist.
So you don't believe that?
Okay, I'm gonna catch flack for saying this, but you know there's only one biblical book that hasn't been translated and been redone.
What's that?
The Quran. The Quran.
Go ahead.
That's the only one that hasn't been retranslated and redone and let me put my version on it. Let me do my stamp on it.
Who wrote the Quran?
It was I don't know who wrote it, but it was Prophet Muhammad. Man, that's a we got to get some extra in there. They'll tell you how Allah spoke to them and they wrote it down. But anyway, it's been the same.
Okay.
It's been the same doctrine from day one. So when you start talking about the King James version of the Bible, he just got a wild hair up his ass and said, "Let me redo the Bible."
The King James?
Yeah. Study. You know who King James was as a man?
A king named James?
Ain't this a bitch?
You want to explain it?
No.
Why not?
But I'll tell you a little bit about it.
Okay. Give me a
King James,
give me
man,
some
was
tidbit.
see, there's a lot of things that people gonna get mad at me about for saying.
So what?
But King
Forget
James,
about the people who gonna
we're
get mad.
probably offensive. Get mad.
Yeah.
King James was a homosexual.
Oh, yeah?
He was a murderer.
Oh.
He had sex with his mother.
Oh, damn.
You didn't know all this?
No.
He sent out missionaries. He sent out what was they called, the Knights Templar, things of that nature, to go find truth about Jesus and destroy it. But he rewrote your Bible. Imagine that. Just look up King James.
So how do you...
He was a terrible man.
Okay. So King James version of the Bible has been rewritten.
That's King James version. So what he did, he took the Bible and said, "Look, I'm gonna do my version of it, King James version."
Well, I have a holy name version of the Bible.
What's that called?
Huh?
Which one's that?
Holy name?
The Holy Bible?
Yeah. It's not a King James version.
Right.
It's a holy name version where they have inserted the true Hebrew names of Yahweh and Yahshua instead of
Oh, okay, I got you.
Jesus Christ and God.
Right.
And it's also not the same translation of King James.
Right. Yeah, man, don't mess with that dude, man.
But I just wanted
And so
wondered what you thought.
Utah is a Mormon state.
Yeah. Well, somebody has complained about how they're taking these books out of schools.
Yeah, in Utah, right?
Not in Florida too, but the guy was in Utah. So Utah decided. He said all the stuff in the Bible is inappropriate for children. If you guys think these books that you're taking out of schools is inappropriate for children when most of them are really not. You know what I'm saying? They're targeting books that are written by African Americans.
Right. Man, listen. This new agenda that they got coming out, this is all part of your Democratic setup. The Democrats are doing this.
Oh, yeah?
You see that? You don't think they are?
No, because Ron DeSantis is one that ordered a lot of books taken out of the schools in
Hold
Florida.
You know why?
Why?
Because the Democrats are pushing this initiative that I'm not anti-gay or anti-homophobic or whatever you want to call it. I'm not that person.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to promote it.
Mm-hmm.
The Democrats promote it. And if you got any inkling that you're going against that, they're pulling it out.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
Well,
Democrats said they were for, since 1965, they promised black people all this stuff, right?
yeah.
They didn't take out anything that dealt with anything bad against blacks. They didn't take out things that bad against any other race, like the Mexicans, the Chinese, Japanese, whatever, anything.
Yeah.
They kept all that stuff in there. But now all of a sudden, they're pushing this homophobic transgender bill to a new level. What it is, man, listen, all these things with COVID,
Yeah.
your boy Bill Gates, and all his contemporaries and all that stuff, is population control.
Population control.
Man, listen, they are trying to control.
They want to kill everybody?
I don't know if they want to kill everybody, but they're trying to keep the world where they can help control it.
They're trying to Thanos us? Is that what you're saying? Bill Gates and Dr. Fauci?
Hey, man, this dude here, man, I tell y'all people.
Are trying to Thanos us, huh?
Hey, man, they're trying to control. Mm-hmm. So if the less people you got, the more they're easier to control.
It'd be easier for them to put. I mean, India and China is the ones that got all the people, not everyone.
Exactly.
So they could just put birth control in the water over there, and then they'd be fine. They'll put birth control in the
People
water.
don't drink that damn water.
They got to drink something over there. They got to drink the water.
You can't do that.
Why not?
You just can't do it that way.
Why not? If
They'd rather do it another way.
they got billions of people in India.
So what's going on? So let me explain something else. What's going on?
Hold on.
This population control.
All right, you can explain that
Right
right
on
after
break?
the. Yeah, we're right
Don't
up
leave
on
people
it.
because this is very important.
What
I got to say next is very, very important.
This is important. This is going to save your life.
Money.
Don't go away. We'll be right back.
If you're not offended yet, stay tuned for this next segment. Mr. A-Hole and T. Crow. That's so funny. Welcome back to the show.
Welcome back. And before we left, Terrence was saying that he had something very important that he needed to tell you. So, what was that important thing?
Okay, during this population control, right? Like I was explaining to someone on the break, COVID was set up to take out the weak, the old, the feeble, and the weak.
And the stupid looking, right?
Now, stupid looking people still made it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
So, and people who had any kind of illnesses, COVID would just
what about
wipe
the
you out.
Karens? It didn't take the Karens out, so that's a flaw in their system.
And, well, you damn sure about Skippy about that. I think the Karen's going to be eradicated. But y'all be off target. Anyway,
Go ahead.
So with this population control with COVID, it started it, and it wiped off a nice chunk of people. I lost a lot of close people to that.
Yeah.
And now they're going with the vaccines. So now, they're on round 10 or 11 now.
Yeah. No, I didn't know that.
No, they're on round 10 or 11.
Okay.
And people, listen, I never took one shot.
You haven't taken any shots?
Did you?
No.
Okay, good. So now they're around 10 or 11. And they have an acquired immune deficiency syndrome.
Okay.
That's AIDS.
Yeah.
But it's not AIDS, sexually AIDS, but it's AIDS. Mm-hmm. And number one, and most importantly, what I want to tell people, listen, the next thing that they're going to is in the food. The fruits and vegetables. Bill Gates is buying up all this farmland, right?
Right. What's he going to do with it?
He's got solar panels all over.
Okay.
Or this electricity grid that he wants to take over for electric cars. They're all in cahoots together.
Okay.
You'll see.
Cahoots.
Yeah, so, but now his money has been also directed to these grow labs where all this food is coming. But guess what?
What?
The food doesn't have any seeds.
All right.
So it can't reproduce itself.
Hey, I
Hold on,
always...
hold on.
Okay.
Just real quick. If a food that can't reproduce itself, what is that? So what they're doing is they're giving you something chemically engineered that isn't food.
They're cloning the food. That's what they're going to do.
They're not even cloning it. Clones would have seeds. This food doesn't have any seeds. It's.
You never like watermelon seedless or grapes seedless?
I don't eat that. I eat seeds in it.
I don't.
I don't want watermelon without seeds.
You don't?
No, it's not real watermelon.
It is. It tastes great.
Show me where they grew it at.
I don't know.
You can't. You know where I get mine from? The Amish people. I get mine right off the farm. Amy gets hers, and she goes to the store to get it, but I don't eat that shit.
I wouldn't eat that if I was you.
Unless it's got seeds in it.
I wouldn't eat that if I was you. You know why?
Why?
Because Amish people don't have a mustache. And so how are you going to trust somebody?
What the what?
How you going to trust somebody who doesn't have a mustache and they got a beard? That's weird, man. Those dudes is weird. They they drive around in a horse and buggy.
Oh, people, this dude.
In 2023, I mean, Amish dudes is
Yes,
good.
they are. That's their culture. But what I'm saying is,
Okay.
it's not always coming from an Amish person. I just said that because they got stands up. But you go to Michigan. There's a big watermelon farm there. Yeah. Mark said Tony got problems. Man, he does.
Hey, let me tell you this real quick before you get on to that. I went and delivered or picked up some popcorn from an Amish farm one time.
You mean the Colonels?
Yeah, right? They were selling them. That's how they was making money. Off of pumpkins and kernels, everything they do, they sell it to Aldi's and everybody.
Right.
But anyway, the lady that was Amish, she was like in her 20s. She came out on the porch barefooted and was staring at me. She just couldn't stop staring. And I just couldn't figure it out. But then I looked at all the dudes, and none of them had a mustache, and I did have a mustache. So I know.
That's not why she was staring at you.
Yes,
oh
it
my
is.
God!
Yes, it is, man.
So wait.
The girl thought my mustache was sexy. These other dudes ain't allowed to have a mustache, man. And she looked at me and was like, "Oh shit, this dude got a mustache. He's so cool. He's the sexiest guy on the farm." So you know what I'm saying? I just thought, hey, Amish chicks is smart. They got good taste, but they're weirdos, man. 2023, barefooted, horse and buggy. But go ahead and say what you.
I forgot what the hell I was talking about.
You're talking about farmland, Bill Gates.
Yeah, Bill Gates and his farmland. So I stop up here in Michigan, and you could buy watermelons on the site there. So, but basically, what I'm going to tell the people out here, you want seed in your vegetables, you want seeds in your fruits, because if you don't have seeds, it's not real.
Yeah, okay.
That's just not the way it was intended.
All right.
And I know it's a convenience to not have the seeds, but everything that's good, that looks good, ain't good.
Okay. All right. So, I learned something new. But
that's what I'm here for.
I'm super fat anyway, so I need to just to slim down, drop a pound or two.
Me too.
So I might not eat no more seedless watermelon or grapes. According to, I got to do some research now. You keep making me do research, man.
That's what I'm here for.
I don't like that bullshit.
That's what I'm here for.
Every time you tell me something that I ain't never heard of, I gotta go looking it up, reading.
Man, how do you think I get that?
Doing all this reading.
How do you think I get the info? I do my research. I do my studying.
Here comes T. Crow with
You gotta
some
study.
more
You gotta stay on top of the game.
this knowledge bullshit.
That's why I'm 98.9% correct, buddy.
Okay, I don't know about that.
Oh yeah, you do.
Because you're 98.9% sane. That's what it is.
Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah. Hey, so have you heard about this gun owner in Georgia? I seen this on the news last week. There's a gun owner in Georgia, and he closed his shop down because of mass shootings. Somebody, I guess one of these killers had bought a gun from his shop, and he just so distraught about it that he closed down the whole shop.
I ain't hear about that.
Yeah, he stopped. Somebody bought an AR-15, some nut job, And he closed down his whole thing. It was like, no, I don't want to be contributing to this.
That's very smart.
Yeah.
And it's very admirable.
Yeah.
Because, like, even though you're not the problem, you're part of the problem.
Yeah.
So if you're not part of the solution, you're what?
Part of the problem.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And he says, I don't want to be part of the problem anymore.
So, yeah, I mean, he was selling guns.
Even if you're a gun seller and you're an innocent guy and you're not meaning any harm.
And that's very different than what we got going on all over the country, because politicians refuse to enact a gun law, to create a gun law that stops people who have a history of...
That's because the NRA, they give big money to these things, man.
Well, it's NRA, and it's also gun manufacturers.
Yes, they give...
Lobbyists.
They give
big money to these politicians, so they refuse to create a law that stops a person who has a history of mental illness from buying an AR-15 legally. Make them try to get one illegally. They won't, it'd be hard for them to get, and they might get busted, but they don't have to do that.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. Buying guns is so easy.
Yes.
That's the thing. It's just way too easy.
Yeah. So you can buy one.
It's not the gun. It's not the gun shop owners. It's the government.
Right. Yeah.
But
until one of these politicians' kids get shot, that's not going to change. Because if the gun lobbyists have given you $50,000, donated that to your campaign, until your child is dead, or grandchild, because some of these guys is old as dirt, they're not going.
It's because of the Constitution, Second Amendment.
Plus that they got their.
People are never going to ever. You can add to the Constitution, but they don't want to take away.
You know what? Next show, I'm gonna have a Constitution, and I'm gonna read the Second Amendment on air.
That'd be Wednesday.
Because I don't think most people who talk about the Second Amendment even have ever read the Second Amendment, let alone the entire Constitution.
I read it. We had to read it
in school.
Yeah, I hated it.
What class was that?
It was government.
Okay, I never took government.
You didn't take government?
No.
I thought you had to take it to graduate.
Maybe I had to. Maybe I did.
You had to.
I don't remember taking it. So maybe I only did whatever was necessary, saying to get the diploma.
Yeah.
But,
so it's the Second Amendment. So, and people.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I remember.
We had to read all that, but see,
3 branches.
I'm not against the Second Amendment.
Yeah.
But here's what people need to say to themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I can own a gun doesn't mean I should. Now, there's certain people who you gotta have them.
Yeah.
And, I own guns, and I'm not saying anything bad about it, but I'm a sane individual. I'm not going to go take an AR-15 and walk into a school.
98% sane.
Okay,
but go ahead.
I'm not going to walk into a school and kill a bunch of innocent little kids.
Right. Yeah.
So, you should know who you're selling to. It's like, they implemented these background checks. Mm-hmm. But the background check for the dude that killed, you remember the Virginia Tech shooting?
Yeah.
A few years ago, it was about 2000. I can't remember what it was.
Right, but I know you're talking about.
Little Chinese guy went ape shit.
Little biscuit head fucker.
He went ape shit, killed all these people, man. But he had a history of mental illness. He had a history of being a loner. He showed all the signs. His writing. He graduated from Virginia Tech, and in all of his English classes, his poetry classes, literature classes. He wrote about that.
Right.
The teachers and his professors and everybody, was like, he'll be the one that does something like that, and he was able to go buy guns. Mm-hmm. So something like that, for the people like that, you got to be able to watch them. Now, can they get guns on the street? Sure, anybody can get a gun.
Yeah.
But it would have been hard for him to get a gun because he didn't know anybody.
Right. Yeah.
So you got to know someone to go and buy a gun on the street.
Right. You can't just walk up to anybody on the street and be
say,
like,
"Can I get a gun?"
They're gonna be like, "Get the fuck out of here, dude."
Exactly.
We don't know you.
So he didn't know anybody.
Be a cop.
But guess what? He walked to the gun store that's right off campus, bought hundreds and hundreds of rounds, bought, I want to say, 5 pistols,
right,
and went nuts.
Yes, on Virginia Tech,
Yep.
And that's Columbine really is where it started.
Mm-hmm.
But that was another one was one of the first ones that happened, right?
Yeah.
In modern.
And he idolized those Columbine boys.
Yeah. A couple of teenage jackasses. You're idolizing teenage jackasses.
Mm-hmm.
Not someone who's accomplished and successful in the world, but a jackass who shoots children. Why in the hell would any dickface idolize a guy who shoots children?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a question for you.
You do. Save that question.
Okay.
Because we are at a break. At a break. And we'll be right back for his question right after this.
And now, without further ado,
I'll be
the
back
man
on
we've
Tuesday
all
night.
been waiting for, T-Jam D. Welcome back
You
to
did
the show.
TJMD.
All right. We're back, and T. Crow was about to ask a question.
Okay.
What was that question?
Well, I get questions from
Your listeners.
yes.
You're faithful.
And this is a great question.
Okay.
Should America have to get rid of its nukes? Because we're the only ones who have used them so far.
No.
You say no.
No, I don't. I don't think they should have to. I don't see anyone.
Well, I don't think. Listen, I know we have nukes, and I know other countries have nukes.
Yeah.
And because other countries have them, we have to have them.
Right.
Even though we're the only ones that ever use them.
When did we ever use nukes?
I dropped bombs on Hiroshima.
In Japan.
Yeah.
Was that a nuke?
So now I walk around strapped.
Was that a
Remember that
nuke?
song on Dr. Dre?
That was not a nuclear bomb.
It was an atomic bomb.
Right. That's different.
Different a little bit, but it's the
It's-
father.
It's less fallout.
Yeah, but it's the
Okay.
father of the nuclear.
Yes, the Japanese suffered for years.
Still suffering.
Right. Okay. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
But the rest, a nuke could fuck up the whole world.
That's what I'm saying. What I was about to say is, I don't think any country should have nukes.
Right. But if you create something like that, what are you going to do?
You can't. It's like pushing the toothpaste back into the tube.
Right. You
can't
cannot
do it.
do that.
So, listen. No matter what, all these countries are producing nukes. We're producing nukes. I don't think we're going to see a nuclear war in our life. But trust and believe, they're sitting there. They're going to get used sooner or later.
Probably because of Dr. Fauci and Hunter Biden's laptop. That's what the right wingers.
This guy here, man. This guy here, people.
That was so funny. I couldn't even hold it in.
Hey, man.
That's what the right wingers always
Listen.
talking about. Or Hillary Clinton. Her emails. That's what's going to end the world. Hillary Clinton's emails. It'll be like, God damn, would y'all shut the f up, please?
Well, people get stuck on something
Yeah.
and they can't let it go. Like everybody wants to indict Trump. Man, listen, you're not going to.
He is indicted.
I know, but you know what it is, right?
What?
See, it's like this, Dover. Imagine, okay, you got a club, right?
Yeah.
You know, this guy's been in the club. He knows the club. He can destroy the club.
Mm-hmm.
He leaves the club because the club didn't do what he likes or whatever, for whatever reason, you leave the club.
Right.
He has all their secrets. We got to stop this man.
Mm-hmm.
He was once part of that club.
Mm-hmm.
And when he became president, notice he didn't listen to all these motherfuckers.
Mm-mm.
He didn't pay them anything. And they got his ass up out of there, didn't they?
Yeah.
For this jerk.
Biden.
Yeah.
An 80
An 80-year-old man that's senile.
He's better than he's better than the evil dummy.
No, he's not. No, he's not. Come on, man.
A guy who can't even think straight is better than the evil dummy.
This guy can't think straight. Man, listen.
Hey, do you know the definition of woke? This is a very popular thing for the right wingers.
Woke means man, how can I say this? These new generation of woke,
Hold on. What's the definition of woke?
Here's the definition of woke. Past of wake one.
No, that ain't it. That ain't what I'm
Oh,
looking for.
no, yeah.
She's talking about something different.
Something like being awake. Woke is like when you think you know and you're awakened about the current climate of social issues of that nature. That's what being woke is.
Okay.
When you think you know.
I heard
But
the lady on The View, the black girl who's good-looking, gorgeous young lady. What's her name?
Who? I can't remember who first termed it woke. It was a rapper.
Okay. But anyway, she was talking about the meaning of it and how everybody's got it misconstrued. And they always are attacking wokeness when really people need to be woke.
Right.
But I'm going to have to get the exact definition. I thought I could easily ask because I had looked it up before.
I did too, and I can't remember. So that's something for the next show on Wednesday.
It means alert to racial prejudice and discrimination.
Well,
That's in short, though.
yeah.
There's a lot more to it than that. What about defund the police? Because it's another thing that right-wingers attack. And they think it means abolish.
They think it means
To abolish the police.
it's not abolishing the police, but you're taking funds from them.
Right. Taking money away from them so they can't buy these military equipment that they only seem to use against Americans when there's a protest.
Well, I told you the history of the police, right?
Yeah.
We already went over that. The history of the police started with police overseer. As an overseer, you rode a horse, you had a badge, and you were overseer of masters' property and slaves.
Yeah.
If one would try to escape, the overseer was shooting. The overseer was getting back. The overseer and his underlings would whoop the slaves. So overseer became officer. Overseer, officer. So that's the police.
Heavy.
So police have always been, from its conception, here in America, I'm not talking about other places, but here in America, to look and study and make sure that black people stayed in their place.
Yeah.
Now, if you're a police officer, you don't just, it's not supposed to be just black people. You're supposed to do the whole community. Wherever you live, you take an oath and you supposed to serve and protect. Protection
and serve.
Protect and serve, however they say it.
Yeah.
Well, who are you serving? This is where it gets tricky. You serve master still. Who are you protecting?
Master?
Still protecting master.
Deep.
Very deep.
Wow.
See, these are seeds that have been planted,
Yeah.
that have grown, and now the fruit is bearing. So everyone's got to get up here.
Yeah.
Not just black people. White people need to get up here too. Chinese. Everybody who lives in this country has got to learn this.
Have you ever
in
had...
order for us to go ahead and get further?
Progress. We got to make some progress.
Everybody's got to know this.
Yeah. We're very behind where I thought we should be with racial progress. We're progressing with the technology as far as electronics. Everybody, if I would have told you 40 years ago when we were kids,
that everything you need is being a phone.
in the future, we're all going to be walking around with little wireless phones.
Encyclopedias, dictionaries.
Where you can
TVs, calculators.
see video, look up anything you want.
Yep, typewriters.
Buy things.
Yep, computer, anything. But you know what that's done to the people?
What would you have said if I would have told you
I'd
that?
said you was crazy.
Right.
And you know what? I'm glad you brought that up because that's one thing I want to talk about. I got a section that we're going to do on the next show about this. How these phones have dumbed down the American people.
Right. Yeah.
If you go do something like, listen, take this for example, right? Burger King. Let's just say I was at a store. It came to, let's just say $6.37, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I would be getting back, say I gave her a 10, I get back, what, $3.63. You know what, man? They don't figure that out. The computer was broke. I said $3.63. She couldn't figure that out.
With a brain?
With her brain.
That's
Then something came up another time.
That's pitiful.
It came to $10 and...
You gave her money?
Yeah, I gave her money. It came to $10.27, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I gave her $20.27.
Right.
To get a 10 back. She was like... She went to the manager, why did he give me 27 cents? She goes, because he wants a $10 bill back.
Yeah, dumbass. Did her ears start smoking?
No, she just didn't get it because you know why?
Yeah.
In school, they're taking out cursive writing. In school, they're teaching different math.
Mm-hmm.
Math is universal. You shouldn't teach different math.
Right.
Man, people are getting dumb. They're making them dumb. You know why?
Why?
The dumber they are, the easier
because
they
of
are.
Bill Gates?
He's part of it. The dumber they are, the easier they are to guess what?
Probably because of Hunter Biden.
No. What's Janet Jackson say? Control.
Yeah, okay.
That's what it's all about. Control.
Dr. Fauci.
God. It's over. It's nuts, man. Listen. So you know who started schools, right? This is way on the other side. It's just something else.
Who?
You know, he was one of the people that started schools.
Who?
Rockefeller.
Rockefeller? Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
You know why he wanted schools?
How'd that come about?
You know why? He started the institution of books and there's certain things about the school system, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I want to have a teacher and everybody in the educational world to come on the show and work with me because they might know more than I know. But Rockefeller started schools, right?
Wait a minute. What'd you just say?
About that topic.
They might know more than you?
Yes,
oh,
yes.
my God. How is that possible?
It's hard to believe, isn't it?
Yes.
It's hard to believe.
Oh, no.
But anyway, back to Rockefeller.
Okay.
He started school systems with this current curriculum that we were studying under because he didn't want anyone to overtake him.
Rockefeller?
Yeah.
Okay.
To keep them dumb. Now they've even changed it more.
That's how.
And these little phones.
That's why he started schools?
Keep people dumb.
Okay. So what about the phones?
That's making you even dumber.
The phones are, yeah. Oh.
Do you have to think? All you got to do is be able to type something in.
Well, I don't know if it's the phones, but these people, these young people, they do seem to be resistant to brain function.
There's no common sense anymore.
And they don't want to use their heads. They want everything done for them.
Yeah.
They're lazy.
It's called the way they're programmed, the way they're trained.
They're pretty lazy.
Right.
They don't want to do anything physically. Sit around looking stupid is the extent of what they want to do, which is unfortunate. You know what I mean?
Very unfortunate. Because, like I say, you have to look at your competition.
Mm-hmm.
If you were playing a sport,
Mm-hmm.
you want to win a championship. They always say, that team's still practicing. That team is still doing this. That team's still doing that. What are you doing? Well,
Farting?
yes. God damn. People, man, please excuse this guy.
No. I didn't actually fart. I just said.
He farts a lot, though.
That's what you...
You guys probably heard it, but didn't know what it was.
That's a weird sound. What happened?
But listen, so now they're trying to dumb down 99.9% of the population with these phones.
Mm-hmm.
The people in power, what do you think their kids are learning from? Books.
Books.
History books.
Books that they're taking out, not the books that they're taking out of schools.
Exactly. Now you feel me.
Mm-hmm. Can't learn from a book if they remove it.
Right.
So.
But, you know, hey, it is what it is.
Yeah. The greedy dogs.
Right on.
Greedy dogs.
Well, this is a pretty good show today, Dover.
Yeah. There's a few things that I never did get to, but we'll talk about them. Have you heard of this guy who died from? Have we ever talked about that?
What?
The guy who died from bed bug bites.
Yeah.
You heard
What the
about?
hell? He was in a prison, right?
Yes.
How the
Yeah.
hell did you bought? How many days did it take him to do it?
I don't know.
They sucked that much blood out of this man.
Yeah. He got bit so much he died.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's possible.
No. Yeah.
You got to get me the hell up out of here.
Right. You ever been bit by a bed bug?
Not that I know of.
I have. I used to stay with this girl. She had bed bugs and she didn't tell me about it.
I seen one crawl on me. Here's how stupid I was at the time. I can't remember where I was laying. I think a hotel on the road or something. I don't know. And I felt something. It tickled me. That was a bug. Flicked it off. Go back to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing I know, I put my stuff. I never put my stuff on the floor or anything like that. So I didn't bring them home with me. But I never knew it was a bed bug.
Mm-hmm.
And then they say the picture. I'm like, I didn't look at it. I should have. Mm-hmm. But it had to be a bed bug.
Right.
But it didn't bite me. I just felt it crawling on me, so I grabbed it, threw it off, and went back to sleep.
Yeah. Well, they don't just bite you right away. They like to crawl up on you and find a good spot, I guess. I don't know what they're doing. But
So when it bit you, what happened?
I was itching
Where did it bite you at?
on the ankle. So, I had low-cut socks on, and it got me on the ankle. And it was like 3 or 4 bites. It wasn't like just one.
So he was full then.
So I woke up in the morning, my ankle itching. And I
Like
was
mosquito bites?
Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck? Right? And then I'm looking at it. I'm like, that damn. I got little tiny spots on me. Like something.
Like red little bumps, spots?
No, it's like a little tiny scab where I had scratched it. And then it
broke the
bled
skin?
and then it
Scabbed up.
But it was so tiny. You can barely tell it, but you could tell. This is something happened here. I ain't scratching my ankle. She seen me, and she had this weird look on her face. And I'm like, God damn, why my ankle itching?
You got fleas or something?
Yeah, what the hell's going on?
She tell you?
Yeah, she finally admitted.
She said, I got bed bugs?
She said, I thought I had gotten rid of them. And I'm like, bitch, why in the fuck didn't you tell me you had bed
This
bugs?
dude's crazy.
I'm sleeping in your goddamn bed.
Butt
and-
naked.
I'm not butt naked. I had on shorts.
Oh,
but
so you ain't butt naked?
no. But
You ain't, so Mr. Nasty here didn't do the nasty?
yeah, I did. It was afterwards that I still was like,
Oh, you said, I got just a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lay around. Okay.
yeah. So I'm thinking I'm relaxed.
Yeah, that boy crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, you nuts,
What
man.
the hell? You didn't tell me. I could have got my ass up and left. Why?
Number
did
one, you should listen. This might be too much for some people. Like everyone say it. Should have knocked their ass off on the couch.
Well, how would I know?
That's what I'm saying. If you'd known, it ain't about getting up and leave.
Yeah. How would I know?
Mark said, "Who you laying with, Jam?"
Yeah.
It wasn't peanut butter.
Yeah. She sprayed down the bed after I complained, and she
That ain't good enough. You gotta really thoroughly clean that shit.
with rubbing alcohol.
They say that's what you use. Yeah.
I said, well, you should have done that before we fucked. You know what I'm saying? Not,
Just do that before you got there.
yeah, not afterwards, dumbass. What the fuck?
Hey, let me ask you this question. Did you hit it again after that?
Yeah.
Dying people.
I mean,
Hey, listen. He said, yeah, I'm done. He became regular.
I don't know.
Oh, that boy sucked, man. Where you find her at?
What's that bar over there on Leffels Lane?
Oh, man.
Right off of Level, around the corner.
Wayside or Chaps?
Chaps. That's where I met her at. Chaps. Yeah.
Chaps, okay.
Yeah.
Chaps.
Yeah, man.
White chick, black chick?
White chick.
Oh, man.
She had bed bugs, and I helped her get rid of them.
So you can go back.
Yeah. So I can be comfortable in her bed. Yeah.
Right.
I was like, God damn, I can't have this. Because, you know what I'm saying? I was going to just kick her to the curb, but she kept calling me. And then, she would come over to my place where there's no bed bugs.
Right.
You know, I didn't want to have to spray her down when she stepped in the door with rubbing alcohol.
Oh, shit.
So I
Hey,
said,
leave your stuff outside.
yeah, strip down, baby girl. I got to put your shit in the
Yeah,
dryer.
put your shit out there. Leave your shit outside in the dryer.
No, I didn't want to do that. You know what I'm saying?
What hell's best?
That's not conducive to sex. You know?
No.
Yeah.
It's not a good look.
They usually don't tend to appreciate that, even if it's warranted. So no, but that's really the end of the show.
Oh, we had a good one, people.
And with that,
Thanks for your input, people. Thanks for your support.
yeah, thanks for tuning in, all you listeners and viewers,
Yes.
Crow sympathizers,
Oh, shit, man.
faithfuls,
Listen.
followers.
I'm just trying to do my part, man.
Yeah.
And you know, anybody wants to come on up, man, Mark, you can be a guest. Come on, man. Whenever you got free time, let you know. He comes to with us at the house, man. That'll really be a reunion.
And so that's it. We're out of here.
Like last year or yesterday.
Yeah. See ya.
Peace. No.
Peace.
There you go.